The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
It's time to BS.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
How you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Oh,
for now. Until we start talking about the Eagles later.
So, I mentioned before we started recording, I can't hear from this one ear.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a story time. So, every now and then, your ears will get clogged up with wax. Not fun. So, I've been staying home from work the last couple of days because I've just been feeling dizzy, lightheaded, congested up my ass, specifically my nose and my head and stuff like that. Not fun, Jack.
No, it's not fun.
Not fun. So I went to the doctor today and they said, let me check your ears. I'm like, okay. So I've been having to put peroxide in my ears for the better part of the last 4 hours. Not fun.
Not great, no.
No, it's not fun. It feels weird. So, all to trying to get the earwax clump that's lodged in my ear and to try and loosen everything up so it all just boop falls right out. Or scoop it out. Either or, it's not fun.
Blech.
Blech. Not fun at all, Jack. Not fun. Not fun. Anyway, we got a new board.
We do.
New board. It looks good.
It does.
It actually looks good. It actually looks, professional, sort of.
It has me involved in it. I can't complain about that.
Yeah. I mean, you've been doing this for God knows how long anyway, so fuck it. It's just...
Lost track on it completely.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But, how have you been, dude? How have you been?
Been fine. Been, I don't know, just excited by what's going on with the Lakers.
Oh, of course.
The NHL is kind of taking a break right now, so.
Yeah, the NHL's on pause right now.
Four Nations Faceoff is electric.
Yeah, I saw the highlights of the first game. Dude, it looks good.
I have never been so gripped by an overtime where I don't care who wins. Like, that was fun.
No, it's good. Hi, Donut.
Hi, Donut.
Hi, Crack Demon. What's up? What's up? Donut's being a little crack demon today. So anyway, we do have some stuff to talk about. We have a potential Myles Garrett trade. The 49ers implosion is inbound, more inbound than we. I think it's happening.
I do too, but you never know with this team.
You really don't. You really don't know. I mean, we have the Super Bowl prediction. We have reactions to the Super Bowl. Jack is not in a good mood about this game. I don't blame him. Let's be honest here. If the roles were reversed, I'd be in a pissy mood too. So I don't blame him. So, I mean, you don't look pissed off. You just look annoyed at this game.
It's a lose-lose Super Bowl.
Honest to God, probably. But
I watched it without putting much emotion into it. I'd be upset no matter who lost. But
yeah, we have wrestling talk. We have a title match. A world title match for Wrestlemania has been finalized. The main event predictions. We have some gaming talk, basketball, hockey, more football, more puck, just stuff. Just stuff, Jack.
Just stuff.
Just stuff. What have you heard of this Myles Garrett talk? Because I haven't heard a lot.
Me neither.
I don't know if the Browns are willing to trade him, but at this point they might as well.
It's another one of those like really dumb trade scenarios where like the player says yes, I want out, and the team says, oh, we're not going to trade him. And more often than not, when I see that happen, they end up trading him. So
Let's be honest here. The Browns aren't getting 2 first-round picks for this guy.
maybe
They might.
maybe not. He's
They
good.
might. He's good. He averages 14 sacks a season, but I don't know. I think the days of trading 2 first-round picks are starting to dwindle away.
Sure.
Especially since the Deshaun Watson, his teammate, that debacle of 3 first-round picks. Jesus. That was just, I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know who's willing to take him. Probably Buffalo, to be honest, but I don't know what their cap situation's like.
I have no idea.
Jack is not looking forward to talking about the Super Bowl. I can already tell. He's not. I can already see it. For those only listening, Jack is fumed right now. And I don't blame him. I don't blame you. Listen, I would not rub this in your face. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to only just post the random memes like,
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
try to get you to laugh, because laughter is the best medicine.
I'm not as angry as my facial expression might look or my voice might sound. I'm just
What the hell was that?
Sorry, that was an accident.
no, like you said, I'm just annoyed. Like, it is what it is.
Look, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. If there's one bright side to this whole thing, you did get the AFC prediction right in your Super Bowl pick earlier in this season. You did get that right.
The AFC side of it right, and I was damn close to getting the NFC side of it right too.
Tomato, Jack. Tomato. Listen, shit happens. What are you gonna do? So in the end, this is a game.
You upset about it? It's
What?
fine. No, I'll live. It's fine. It happens. All right. Shit does happen.
Literally,
Everyone's gonna be bitter about it, but I don't know.
God, I don't blame you for. Listen, have you seen the reactions of Chiefs fans? They're horrible.
Chiefs fans are interesting, to say the least. Your team just went through a dynasty or a near dynasty. You guys will be fine.
They'll be fine. What was that kid that was crying his ass off at halftime?
Yeah,
There was a photo of a 10-year-old boy just crying his ass off.
I saw some of that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Boo-hoo. Let me play the world's smallest violin for you. That's a clip I need to get.
Yeah, look, again, your team just won
You've been
3 of the last few Super Bowls.
3 of the last 5.
3 of the last 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you won there in between, then the Bucks won there, then Tampa won theirs, and then the year prior was the Chiefs. And then the Chiefs have won 2 of the last 3. So, it's oh, boo-hoo. Talk to me when you were the worst team in the league again. How about that? Huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
You don't no complaining.
no. Aside from the fact, listen, we could
I know
trash
losing sucks. I get that. But no complaining. You just want to you just went on this generational run that every other team in the league would kill for.
politely fuck off. Politely go fuck yourself. But
You guys will be fine.
So, okay, let's get to the elephant in the room. Philadelphia, the final score does not do it justice. This was a beatdown.
Yeah.
This was a fucking beatdown.
The score, you say it was 40-22. I'm pretty sure it was 40-6 when there were 3 minutes left in the quarter.
It was 40
game.
it was 40-6 with 5 minutes left to play in the game.
This was demolition. This is a Madden therapy game for me.
It was beautiful. From a defensive perspective, it was beautiful.
I'm honestly angry that Jalen Hurts won Super Bowl MVP. Not that
too.
Hurts played bad, but that the defense is why the Eagles won.
Josh
the game.
Sweat should have won the MVP,
Yeah.
or Cooper DeJean for
A pick six.
for meme purposes. But
On
for
your
me-
birthday in the Super Bowl, you get a pick
Hell
six
yeah.
and you win the Super Bowl.
hell
That's
yeah.
insane.
Greatest birth, and he probably and he probably got some more stuff after that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you the buzzer on that one. I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah. But I was watching it with Megan and my parents, and I was texting John back and forth, and even he was like, this from a defensive perspective was such a beautiful work of art.
Yeah.
Philadelphia did not blitz at all. That's what's even more impressive.
Yeah, that honestly is like a feat in and of itself. Like when you don't blitz once and you get like how many sacks?
Six sacks. 6 sacks, 3 turnovers.
On Patrick Mahomes.
Unbelievable.
What the hell?
Unbelievable. Now, we could go off on a tangent and ask what went wrong for the Chiefs. But you know what? In this certain occasion, we will. We will become the parade of gas bags today. Because you know what? You signed up for this, people. You signed up for this. We're going out of the ordinary in our comfort zone in the regard. What the hell went wrong for the Chiefs? I will tell you, a lot of the close games, the one-score games that they kept winning by, finally came back to bite them square in the ass. Square in the ass.
You can't rely on just those one score wins the whole season
Yes.
against a team like the Eagles who are capable of blowing you out of the water.
Yes.
Because when they get hot, they will explode and they'll do their thing. And it's just like, if you don't answer back, if you don't stay consistent with them, it's going to be hard to beat them.
This is a bad matchup from the get-go. Kansas City's offensive line was suspect for most of the season. Travis Kelce was non-existent in this game. The only existent piece of this entire Chiefs offense was Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was literally it.
Yep.
And what Philly did right was they basically dared Patrick Mahomes to beat them with his legs and with his arm. They made the Chiefs one-dimensional. They made the Chiefs a one-dimensional offense.
I will say, too, like, yeah, no, you're right. Because, like, when the Eagles did have the ball, Saquon Barkley didn't do shit.
Nothing.
I haven't seen Saquon so invisible since he was last with the Giants. Like,
Hey!
um,
John Mara is just sitting in the corner like, what the fuck, man? Fucking unbelievable. He's probably sitting back looking at the Super Bowl going,
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
so it's not like, I don't know, like the Chiefs, the defense and everything like that, like, it did a good job shutting down the run,
yeah,
but that was about it.
that was it. They could not stop. The one thing that would have helped the Eagles to win, aside from their defense, was Jalen Hurts arguably having the game of his career. 3 touchdowns, played damn near flawless. Aside from the one pick, he played damn near flawless. And say what you want about him getting the Super Bowl MVP, he earned it. Whatever could have gone to Cooper DeJean, could have gone to Josh Sweat, could have gone to anyone else, but I'm not entirely mad that Jalen Hurts won the MVP of the Super Bowl. But good God, they were just, that defensive front of Philadelphia put on a mauling. The biggest mauling I've ever seen in a Super Bowl.
Give Zach Bonds some credit.
Yeah.
He played a fantastic game. He had a pick.
He had a great game. Gardner Johnson played great. Slay played great.
Mm-hmm.
The entire defense played great. as a whole, top to bottom, they play fantastic. And like Mahomes was running for his life. His life. Just scooting around, drifting around and shit like Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like that. I don't know how great of a...
I don't know if Sonic the Hedgehog is the best comparison there, because Sonic would have gotten away from all the pressure in the pocket.
Gotta go fast.
Indeed.
Sonic
would play running back. He just
Can you
gets the ball and
imagine?
he's gone.
Can you imagine? Oh, jeez. Do you remember Willie Parker? Fast Willie Parker from the Steelers?
I think so, yeah.
He has, I think, on record as the longest Super Bowl run in Super Bowl history for like 78 yards or some shit. And he just, how I know that? He played against the Seahawks in Super Bowl 40 almost 20 years ago. Jesus, I'm old. But, no, and the other thing, Nick Sirianni, give Sirianni a lot of credit.
Sure.
Lot of credit.
Sure.
And we could, aside from the fact, and update, Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia is completely stable right now. Absolutely nothing is burned down to a crisp yet. But
They haven't had their parade yet. Relax.
oh, jeez. But look, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the Eagles. And give Eagle fans credit. They are passionate about their team. I don't blame them for reacting the way they did.
They're very passionate.
I'm gonna be quiet now.
Yeah, no, this is
I'm gonna be quiet about that part, but yeah.
yeah.
I'm
just gonna put it this way before we move on. I'm happy for the Eagles players.
Yes, agree
And I'm happy
with that
for their
part.
staff.
The
That's
players,
it. Players and staff. That's it.
yeah, players and staff, sure, whatever. That's reasonably acceptable. I agree with you on that part, but jeez, I've never seen an ass kicking like that in a long time.
You should remember the last ass kicking like that in the Super Bowl, considering it was your team doing the ass kicking.
Yeah, but like I do remember that. Of course I do. I do. Of course I remember.
Good,
that.
you're not a total idiot.
But Seattle didn't really sack Peyton Manning. They just stopped everything else, which was great. I mean, Denver and Carolina was probably the other one because they just got to Cam Newton like, oh, we're gonna swarm you, dogpile. Other than Cam. By the way, Cam Newton is Cam Newton delusional or is that just him?
Yes.
Okay, that answers that question.
Yeah, yes. Not a debate I want to get into.
He's infuriating. Oh shit. And his hair looks like a mop.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. This guy is
He's
interesting
special.
fashion choices and everything.
He is special. He's a special person. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just look at him and go,
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we also have a new head coach that just got hired, Jack.
Yeah, we
Kellen
do.
Moore, hired by the New Orleans Saints, and Mickey Loomis is somehow still there. Where are the
me.
pictures? Where are the pictures, Jack? Where are they? I'm convinced that Mickey Loomis just has pictures of Gail Benson just sitting there. That's disgusting.
I escalated so quickly.
It did. Isn't this a great break from all this serious sports talk?
It's lovely.
Isn't it great? What would
So
you
glad.
do without me?
I don't know. I was playing NBA 2K. So that I'd probably still be doing that.
Wow.
Or be trying to work on upgrading my phone, like I mentioned. So
Yeah. Phone
probably
shit's
both
weird.
at once.
I mean, I need to upgrade my phone down the road, but I have other shit to pay for.
Yep.
Reasons, wedding.
Eh.
But yeah, Kellen Moore, high by the Saints. Mickey Loomis wins again.
Kellen Moore is probably the best hire they could have had.
Sure, safe hire.
Yeah, safe hire. Best name available. They're the last team left that hadn't hired their new coach yet. So
Yeah, sure. Do you want to talk about the Niners implosion that's incoming?
ooh, yes.
Because let's be honest, it's coming.
It is.
Can't wait. I can't wait for this.
They are
I
screwed.
so cannot wait.
I don't care that you hired back what's his name as your defensive coordinator, Saleh. Yeah. It's not going to be enough, especially when there are starters like Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga won out. Debo Samuel has requested a trade.
Yeah,
he's not a defensive player, but he requested a trade. That's hilarious to me, by the way. That whole situation there is hilarious.
Oh, it's funny.
It went from I'm not struggling, I'm just not getting the ball to he actually is struggling very much.
Yeah.
To now apparently he wants out. I don't remember if he wants out or if they gave him permission to seek a trade. I don't know. I don't care. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's great. Absolutely hysterical. And the funniest part is they did this to themselves. Yeah. They did this to themselves. And they're probably going to be not the worst team in the NFC West next year, but they'll be close. They will be close.
I'm not really sure who the worst team would be in the division. Maybe Cardinals. Arizona, but
maybe the Cardinals. But
Arizona was solid enough last year, just not outstanding or anything like that. So.
Yeah. By the way, we have a Rams question for you towards the end of the show that I think would be very interesting to ask. But it's been going around on Twitter like crazy, and I want to ask you about that. But I don't know. San Fran did this themselves. As much as you want to point the finger and say, "Oh, this is a John Lynch fault," or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, as good of an offensive coach Kyle Shanahan is, he has still yet to win a big game. Still.
Yep. He can get to the big games, no problem, but winning them is a different story for this guy, I guess.
Completely different story. But they're going to blow it up. I can't wait, because all the salty Niner fans are going to come out of the depths of the sewers of hell.
They're already out there, trust me.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. Because you know what? They deserve it. They deserve it. You want to talk about Eagle fans, and they deserve, what, or if they're insufferable. Good God, Niner fans are worse. Because at least the Eagles won in the last century.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never going to, as much as I've hated my interactions with the Eagles and their fan base as of late, I'm never going to put hatred for them above teams like the Niners. Because the funny thing is that Niner fans like to pretend that we're not their most important rivals to them anymore. They're trying to throw the whole thing out the window. The rivalry has been there for the last really the last 70 years probably.
Yeah.
However, I'm pretty sure these two teams have been division rivals for that long, or for something like that. So
yeah, something like that. Niners Cowboys is still pretty big. But the Cowboys are even worse situation, because
the Cowboys fans are just delusional. They're annoying by delusion. They're not
they're horrible. They are horrible.
They're not jerks, but
answer the question, jerk. Oh boy, I love it.
They're very annoyingly delusional, I guess, but not
we do.
Too annoying.
Yeah. This is a slow show today. It's a slow show. I don't know why. We're just chilling.
We got topics.
We do have topics. We actually have topics to talk about, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it just feels blah. That's weird.
I feel you there.
But that's okay. Did you see the Jimmy Butler trade to Golden State? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. First of all, Miami got nothing back, essentially. This was a win-lose for the Heat, essentially, because not only did Miami trade Jimmy Butler away, they got nothing back for him. I mean, they got Andrew Wiggins, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. The rumor has it that Jimmy Butler wanted to go to Phoenix, and the Heat were trying to pry Kevin Durant from Phoenix. That wasn't happening. No way.
No way. That was not happening.
I wanted it to happen just to see the look on Suns fans' faces.
Would have been funny as fuck, but
Oh, it'd been hilarious. The reaction, I still can't get Kevin Durant's reaction out of my head when the Luka trade did happen. He was just like, "What the fuck?" It's glorious. It's glorious. Oh boy. Anyway,
Krusty the Clown. What the hell is that?
yeah,
What the hell is that?
pretty much. Yeah. Oh Jesus, I love it. Oh, and Laker fans were losing their minds. Like,
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
yeah. Woo!
Yeah, I don't really need to say too much more about what the Lakers have done. Luka is awesome.
The Dallas fans are just losing their mind.
Yeah, Dallas fans, on the other hand.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You know what? Don't blame them. Because did you see Nico Harrison had to hire security?
I did.
That's fucking unbelievable. They don't trade Luka. I mean, trade him, but not just for like, you know.
If you really like feel the need to trade for Luka Doncic, you don't just talk to one team and then give up the first thing that they're offering,
Why are the
or like
Jazz
accept the
always
first thing that
involved?
they're offering. You have to go out and like put him on the market,
Yeah.
see what other teams are willing to offer, and see if you can get more, like, in return, because it's Luka freaking Doncic. He's going to be a superstar for the next decade.
The fact that the Utah Jazz are always involved in these 3-team trades in the West is hilarious to me.
The funny thing to me too was like when the Jazz, hearing the story about how like the Jazz found out like too little, too late that the Lakers were trying to trade for Luka, and they were like, "Hang on, what the fuck? We're helping you get Luka."
I just remember the reaction of like ESPN commentators were like, "A massive trade just broke. The Los Angeles Lakers are trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic." What? Anthony Davis, who is already hurt.
Tough break for Anthony Davis. I hate that for him.
Made of glass. He's made of glass.
That's been a problem. Like
His
last year
entire
too.
career.
That
His entire
like
career.
yeah, especially the last few years. Like every time he got hit in the face, he would end up missing a game.
Joel Embiid with like a word, please.
I'm trying not to make it sound, because like I realize that makes it sound like, oh, I'm just dismissing everything that Anthony Davis did for the Lakers, because he's a Laker legend, for crying out loud. Like if we up and said we wanted to retire the number 3 for him in the future, I would not be upset at all. I'm just
I would.
The injuries were a problem though, and it's like 5 years from now, Luka Doncic is going to be the face of the NBA. LeBron's going to be retired. AD might be retired.
Yeah.
So the trade for the long-term investment was worth it for the Lakers.
Oh, I hear you. Jeez. What else is going on in the world of bullshit? Ari, what do you got? Where's our favorite Twitter follow, Ari Mariov? Do you think Kelsey retires? Travis Kelsey?
That one's up in the air, to be honest. That would be a little bit funny if he retired after losing a Super Bowl finally, or for the second time.
I think it'd be funny. But at the same point, what does he got to lose? He's got Taylor frickin' Swift. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
He's in a good spot in life. He's accomplished quite a lot in the game.
Yeah. He's not Gronkowski.
No.
Or Tyler
Gronk
Higbee.
came out of retirement.
This is true. Almost retired twice. Well, 3 times, really.
Mm-hmm.
He almost retired 3 times. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, it's come to that time of the show because this shit ain't free. So
We must pay for this shit.
yeah. This show ain't free. So time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Jack,
Yo.
we have wrestling to talk about, my friend.
Oh, we have wrestling. Hang on, let me get the bell.
Oh, we do. Where's the bell? Yes. So, for starters, we go to our friends over at NXT. Did you see this debut at NXT on Wednesday night?
my goodness.
Holy shit. So, context is key here. Context is key here for those listening and for those not watching on YouTube. So, AEW superstar or former tag team champion, single star NWA television champion Ricky Starks was officially released from his contract at AEW after basically 6 months of doing fuck all nothing, like sitting on the couch doing fucking nothing. Also, so was Miro, aka Jack. Do you know what day it is? Do you know what day it is? It is Rusev Day. No?
I don't get that reference.
Damn it! Such a great
I do know
gimmick.
what today is, though, actually, but I will touch on that at the end of the show. Near the end of the show.
Okay. So yeah, and Malachi Black, who Aleister Black, can't wait for that return.
You wanted him so bad in the
They're
Rumble.
teasing him in the Judgment Day. It's coming. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it is coming. But Ricky Starks officially makes his NXT debut, and the place went nuts.
Yeah, this is massive as hell because it's like it just shows you, and like I think WWE is just in such a much better place right now, to the point where like they're getting not just compared to AEW, but just in general, like they've gotten so much like elevation out of the Triple H era. And it's gotten to the point now where like Ricky Starks will immediately get signed to
Fits like a glove in NXT.
like right away. Like he just gets signed to NXT immediately. Like,
Not even 24
the
hours.
moment he becomes a free agent, not even 24 hours after becoming a free agent, after being cut by AEW, he's on NXT.
And by the way, this fits like a glove. Him in NXT fits like a glove. Absolute glove. And he's going to thrive there probably for a couple years. Develop his skills over there, his in-ring ability, his promo ability. He can cut a promo like a champ.
Yeah.
But I think he'll spend some time there for a couple years, and then he's going to be really good in the mid card, like fantastic in the mid card. But I'm pumped. But at the same point, the downside is that AEW once again did not capitalize on their superstars because they have top tier talent wherever they go, but they refuse to capitalize. Also, lazy booking. It's a shame because you want them to do well. You want any wrestling promotion to do well. Because, you got some wrestlers in TNA that just don't say their name. Don't say it.
Not saying it.
Don't say it. You know what I'm talking
Not
about?
saying it.
It's just turns. I gotta get that as a GIF or GIF, wherever the fuck you pronounce it.
I did it so wrong. My hair's too long for it.
It's just weird.
My hair's too long.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
It's okay. It's
There.
okay.
I gotta do it a bit slower, but
Stop.
I'm done.
We got our point.
The point was made.
Point was made.
Both of us did it. Both of the times we did it were cringe.
Oh boy. Hey, Jack,
Yes.
we have a title match at WrestleMania.
Yeet.
Yeet!
That was so much worse than mine.
Oh,
I'm
it was
sorry.
horrible.
No, that was bad.
It looked like LeBron James, like the roof down or some shit. It was terrible. It was so bad. But what are you gonna do? Yes, we have a world title match at WrestleMania. Jey Uso, the winner of the Royal Rumble, has officially picked Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. Hopefully for main event of night 1 of WrestleMania. Hopefully.
There's information swirling about the main events for some other big name superstars that probably deserve main events too.
We'll get to
which
that
we will
later.
get to later. But Jey Uso did win the Royal Rumble. They're really pushing the whole like main event thing, so it seems like they want Jey to be one of the main events at WrestleMania.
And to be honest, I don't hate it. I don't
He deserves
hate
it
at all.
I am fully 100% aboard the Jey Uso train. I want to see him take this title.
Yeah, I'm with you on that part. He's not the greatest worker in the world, but he's stupid over. You know who he reminds you of?
I think he is
Kofi Mania.
He's
Kofi
up
Kingston.
there as okay. No, I get that. Yeah, that makes sense. This is sort of similar to Kofi Mania, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think he is a hell of a worker because he's been at this for 14 years.
No, that's true. But like in terms
Been
of
doing,
in-ring
like-
ability, he's not the greatest worker in the world.
Yeah,
But that's
fine.
But that's fine.
It's what shows through. I think what shows through the in-ring ability is like the heart. Like he never gives up during any of his matches, no matter what's going on. I think I found a YouTube comment that I want to look at really quick.
Yeah.
Because there was something about Jey. There was like a YouTube comment about Jey that I really liked. I don't know how to find my liked comments.
Oof.
Sorry,
Stuff
this
is
gonna
going
take a
on.
minute.
You're good. Freebird! Jesus Christ, George Lopez looks horrible. I just found that. But I'm pumped. I'm so excited. Because, you know, I think we're going to see... I think it's going to be a good match. Definitely better than the Saturday Night Main Event match.
Yeah, this is gonna cook way more than Saturday Night's Main Event.
Oh, yeah. But, I don't know. They're going to obviously build the shit out of it. They should. As they absolutely should.
Okay,
But-
I found it.
Okay, what do you got? Can't find it.
Jay's appeal comes from his imperfections. He's not a technical wrestling marvel. He's not a super agile high flyer, but what Jey does have is heart and loads of it. It's his sincerity that makes Jey beloved by so many, especially the kids.
Yeah, that I agree with.
Yeah.
It's the John
That
Cena
is
thing.
a long ass comment, but yeah, no, it's 100%.
It's the
what I
John
agree.
Cena thing. It's the
Yeah.
John Cena thing, yeah. Like, yeah, John Cena was beloved by kids, by like younger fans. Beloved. That's why they could never pull the trigger on him to turn heel. Because of the
And it's-
Make-A-Wish things.
It's sort of the same thing with Jey Uso because he was heel.
Yeah. But I think what really started this whole thing was his first 2 title matches with Roman. In the
Yeah.
early stages of the Tribal Chief run.
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing started. And I don't think without those matches you could put Roman more on a pedestal for that. Because he put Jey over in this regard multiple times.
I think I've seen people suggest before that the Bloodline story is about Jey Uso, and it's like, yeah,
Don't hate
I
it.
can see that. I can see what you mean by that. I can see like the idea being that Jey is like not viewed in like the primary spotlight, but like
Yeah, I hear what
he's
you're
like Yeah, I don't know how to finish that sentence. I can't find the words at the moment, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like,
Words are hard. Words are hard, Jack.
this would be one of the biggest flops and fumbles of Triple H's booking career if Jey does not win at WrestleMania.
Oh, he's gonna win at Mania.
You see how over he is with the crowd.
Has
If the
to.
whole crowd pays money to finally watch Jey main event WrestleMania,
And
and
win
he
the title.
comes up short, Triple H is never going to be forgiven for that.
Oof.
Never.
Oof.
So many people are going to leave heartbroken.
Oof. It's a dangerous game.
You can't do that to him. You cannot do that to him.
It's a
And you
dangerous
can't do
game we're
that to the
playing.
fans. I know it is, but you can't do that.
So we also have some more predictions coming up. There's been rumors swirling around about the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania.
Correct.
So we know the possible main event of Night 1 being Gunther and Jey Uso. That's the possible main event of Night 1. The main event of Night 2 is up in air because what we do know is that the Elimination Chamber has three possible winners. Cena's in there. CM Punk is in there. Drew McIntyre's in there. What say you that Cena wins the Chamber?
Yes.
Cena wins the Chamber.
Yes.
Punk gets owed the favor by Paul Heyman, and that favor is an undisputed title match.
That favor is a triple threat undisputed title
Has
match.
to. I
'Cause
don't like
the
triple threat
rumors-
matches personally. I personally do not like triple threat matches. I think it's just
Sometimes they
overbooked.
cook.
It's what?
Sometimes they can cook.
Sometimes they're pretty good, but sometimes they're just, I don't know, it just looks like a mess. But sometimes they end up pretty good, like the main event of Mania 37 was Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan. That was good match. Could have been better, but it was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I think whoever wins this match, it's best case scenario. Either Punk wins, Cody wins, or Cena wins. Best case scenario, either or. Right?
Sure.
What do you think?
I feel like I'm not sure if they're going to let Cena win it or if they're going to have Cody retain, because I know how happy they are behind the scenes with Cody's title run right now.
Yes.
My question is, where the hell does Solo Sikoa fit into all this and like that part of the bloodline? Like, I don't know where that story goes, because we thought it was going to be Roman versus Rock or something like that with Rock involved. And then Rock kind of like his actions at the Raw on Netflix premiere kind of suggested that was sort of his way of saying, I'm not going to be at WrestleMania. We don't know that for sure, but it feels like he's not going to be there. And then something else happened after that I forget. Oh yeah, Solo comes back on the last SmackDown and just randomly attacks Cody. Is that story still going, or is something else happening there? Or like what? There's still a bit more that needs to be figured out here. So
I don't know. I
don't really know where it fits there. I feel like maybe we get like the Cody Solo resolution before anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to fight again at WrestleMania, but they're
going to fight at the Chamber.
Yeah, they might get one last fight at the
They get
Chamber,
one
which
last
I
fight
don't
at
even
the
know if
Chamber.
we need that, to be honest. But
The Chamber, where's the Chamber this year? Toronto, right?
Toronto.
Okay. That's a good wrestling market.
Yep. They had money in the
entire
bank last
country
year.
of Canada is fantastic for that. Shout out Bret Hart. But I don't know. I would not hate a triple threat, but it just seems like an overbooked mess. You play Halo, right?
Have played Halo in the past. yes.
Weird transition, but have you seen the news of Halo, the Master Chief Collection, potentially being repackaged to PlayStation 5?
I think so, yeah.
So, don't hate it. Here is my proposal, Sony. I know you don't listen. We give you Halo as Microsoft. You give us God of War. Bam! Problem solved. Problem solved. You give us God of War, we give you Halo. Can you imagine God of War? Oh my God. Have you played God of War yet?
No, I have not played.
Oh
God of War.
my God. So good. Where is it? God of War 4 is the best. 2 is pretty good. 3. Do you have news?
No, I don't. Something happened on Discord. Like somebody called the group chat by accident.
Oh no. That's the worst. Discord, dangerous game. Very dangerous game. Oh my God. But I think Halo to me is like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Where you can either have, I don't even know how the fuck I would word this. Don't hate it. I don't hate this idea. Don't hate it at all, Jack.
No, I don't either. I like the collaborations going on between those companies right now.
Oh yeah, I agree with you too. We have to get to break because we have football talk to get to. We have some puck to get, a little bit of puck talk to get to.
A little bit of puck.
Little bit of puck. A lot of puck. Too much puck. With that being said, this show ain't free. Time for some ads. Brent, take it away. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I don't know why I got that song in my head.
Okay, Mr. Rogers.
Hey. Just gonna... If Mr. Rogers was alive today, like in his prime years when he was in his 40s, do you think Mr. Rogers would have caused world peace?
There's a chance.
Absolutely. I believe that. Mr. Rogers solves everything.
Sure.
He has to come back from the dead, though. That made me sad. Oh man, what have I done, Jack?
What have you done?
What have I done? In other news, we have very, I don't know if you call it expected, but sort of disappointing news out of One Jets Drive. The New York Jets have announced they are releasing Aaron Rodgers as a post-June 1st cut. The dead cap hit is glorious. Jesus. Devontae Adams is probably going to follow. I don't know what you go, because this is great. Because Jet fans, the cockiness of certain Jet fans that I know are losing their ever-loving fucking mind. And I love it. I want all of the sodium chloride here.
Yeah, this is like just the Jets are never going to get fixed until they're sold, honestly.
Yep.
Every sane Jets fan that I've talked to is always just like using the opportunity to complain about ownership again. And it's like, yeah, you know what? I don't blame them at all. Woody Johnson's terrible.
Oh boy. Yeah, the more I read into this story, the more and more I read into this Jets tender with Rodgers, the more and more I'm like, good fucking Lord, sell the team already. Just sell the team, but they will never do it because, you know, the Jets are still making a profit for Woody Johnson no matter what, which sucks. What are you going to do? But I feel bad, but I don't. I feel horrible for Jet fans. That's for real.
I'm in the same like I feel bad but I don't type scenario where it's like they fumbled the bag with somebody who had the potential to I don't want to say give them a Super Bowl, but had the potential to change the way, like the momentum of the franchise.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It didn't.
Yeah. With Zach Milf Hunting Wilson. Come on.
No, you're right. I'm
not wrong. You just wanted to press the button? Ow.
Sort of.
I don't blame you for wanting to press the button. Buttons are fun, Jack.
Buttons are fun.
Buttons are very fun. But when Zach Wilson had a better record than you got a problem. Zach Wilson outplayed Aaron Rodgers.
The Jets are saying, like, thank you to Aaron Rodgers for 2 years and everything like that. He did not play 2 years for you. He played 1 year. He played 75 seconds of his first season with the Jets before he tore his Achilles.
Sucks. What are you going to do? Now, the question here is, what do you do with Quinton Williams and Garrett Wilson if you're the Jets? Because Garrett has been subject to trade rumors for the better part of 2 years.
Traded to the Rams. Maybe.
Jesus.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind him, honestly, the more I think about it. But the Rams have one mission right now, and that's pay Matthew Stafford. So,
Uh-oh. That's one of the questions I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. That's not going to be a good time for you. But it's been going around like wildfire. So, no spoils.
No, it has.
No spoils. I think Quinton Williams gets traded. Garrett Wilson's going to go for like a second round pick. But he's super good. Which is the problem. So, there's going to be disparate teams. I wouldn't hate Garrett Wilson on anywhere realistically, but, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did move him. They're going to move him. They're probably going to move Devontae.
Yeah, they're going to blow it up. They have to.
Another
They got
rebuild.
to. They got to.
They left themselves in this situation again.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Jack? We did an ad already.
Sell
Yes, we did.
the team.
So you have an opportunity here to talk about the Four Nations Faceoff, Jack. Have fun.
Yeah. The Four Nations Faceoff is replacing the All-Star game this season, so it's the new best on best international hockey, and I wasn't really sure how much players would put stock into it because it's a one-off tournament, at least for right now, and there hasn't been best on best international hockey since the Olympics in like 2014, or the World Cup of Hockey in 2016 is like the last time.
I love this.
And I was thinking, okay, well, this might be a better alternative to the All-Star game because the players actually care about the national pride aspect of it. And you could tell they cared about it based on the way the game was played last night between Sweden and Canada. And holy shit.
Sweden.
The game started out with Canada scoring like instantly on a power play, and they jump out to a 3-1 lead. Sweden fights their way back into it and ties the game. And then the two teams go to overtime. Now, in the Four Nations Face-Off, the rules for the standings are a little bit different. They're testing out the 3-2-1-0 point system, which means instead of the way hockey normally works is 2 points for a win, 1 point for a loss in the shootout or in overtime, no points for a regulation loss. This system is 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime or shootout win, 1 point for an overtime or shootout loss, no points for a regulation loss. So it got tested in overtime last night. It's a 10-minute 3-on-3 overtime. And oh my God, that was the best overtime I've watched all season. Seriously. Like, you put national pride and a trophy on the line for these teams, they're going to care.
Oh, this could be great.
So the way this works, the way this whole this actually is a tournament. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but it's basically round robin. So every team is going to play the other three teams once. It's the U.S., Canada, Sweden, and Finland. And after the whole round robin thing is done, the two teams with the highest point total meet in the final. So,
I like it.
Yeah, I was in love with that overtime that I watched last night. I'm just like, it's so good to see best on best international hockey back, and the players are taking it seriously too, which is the biggest thing. Like the fact that like they actually care about what they're doing. It's a colossal W, and I can't wait to see, because what Gary Bettman said, they're bringing back the World Cup of Hockey in 2026 or 2028. 2026, they're going to be back at the Olympics. So they want to have it where every summer Olympic year, there's a World Cup of Hockey. So that every 2 years, at least once, we're going to get a best on best tournament, which is like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
If they can see that through this time, because they've talked about wanting to do that before and it hasn't really materialized, but like, or at least fans have talked about wanting it to happen and it never happened. But if they can make it happen this time and they can actually like follow through on their word, make good on their word, I'm down. The players care. Drew Doughty was a last minute substitute for Team Canada. He wasn't supposed to play for Team Canada, and then Alex Pietrangelo backed out of the tournament. And so they bring Drew Doughty in, and he talks about how pumped he is. He keeps talking about how psyched he is to be able to represent Canada again.
Hell yeah.
And it was awesome watching him play.
Absolutely.
Although it was funny, too, because Adrian Kempe burned him for a goal. It was the funniest thing. It's a king-on-king crime, so.
Ooh. I didn't have a King's goal horn. I apologize.
I have one. Hang on.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah. I love these things.
I'm prepared, dude.
I know you are. That's what's great about you.
Every time I'm watching baseball and someone hits a home run.
I'm Big Al and I hit dingers.
I'm Big Al.
Great.
I hit dingers.
I'm Big Al and I hit dingers. I wonder what he's doing right now. I wonder what Big Al's doing.
Probably still hitting dingers wherever he is.
Probably still hitting dingers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? No? Damn it. All right,
Whatever.
fine. We have some trade predictions, Jack. I got one for you. Read it.
I'm down.
I knew you'd love it.
People have talked about it before. I think I'm down. It depends on the return.
I knew you'd love that idea.
I can't say I love the idea. I gotta say though, like they do need a scorer. They need a scoring winger, is what they're trying to trade for at the deadline. Their play picked up a little bit in this last stretch before the break. Like they were on a very, very, very crappy streak in January. Like they started January like 5-0, and then they finished January like 2-7-1, and then they won 3 in a row before losing their last game before the break. So they're kind of getting it together again, but they need to. I think they need a scoring winger, and because like a big reason why they were struggling as much as they were during that stretch in January is because they could not score for shit. They were not playing bad. They could play defense just fine, but for whatever reason, finding the back of the net was just impossible. So, gotta fix that again.
I would
more consistent scoring winger is like a must.
Indeed, I would love this one. The superstar version, not the random player.
Yeah, not the other guy.
Not the other guy.
They have 3 players named Pedersen on their team, though.
Marcus
2 of them with the
Pedersen.
same first name.
I think this is going to happen, and I will tell you why. Noah Dobson changed his agent. The rumor around is that the Islanders are shopping Noah Dobson. Now, I don't know how much you paid attention to the Islanders the last 3 weeks, but they have won 11 of 14 games to claw themselves back into wild card contention. Claw themselves back. And their defense has played really well. Adam Boquist, that they got off waivers, has played really well. Tony DeAngelo has played well. I mean, where they stand right now, they have 57 points, which is 3 points back of Columbus for 4th in the Metro. They can make it. Don't know how, but they can make it. But if the Canucks trade Pettersson, just blow it up at that point.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's so bad up there.
It's I don't know. I don't know.
They're just a disaster. Just waiting to happen. Such
Definitely
a disaster.
a weird one.
What?
Definitely a weird situation going on there.
Very much so. We got one more topic to get to for close-up shop for the day, Jack. I'm going to get you pissed off. For those listening and not watching on YouTube, the rumor has it that the Rams could trade Matthew Stafford to the New York Giants.
I cannot tell you how cataclysmic of a move this would be. I am going to put this about in the most simple term as I possibly can, just to get this shit over with. This is suicide if you're the Rams. Pay Matthew Stafford.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
That is the best option that you have at quarterback. It's not going to get any better.
Especially the Trey Geno Smith crowd. Fuck you.
Yeah, like I'm not standing for this to be a possibility.
No.
You either pay Matthew Stafford or you're tanking beyond proportion.
Yup. I mean,
you're slamming your Super Bowl window shut. All rationale gets thrown out the window here. Pay Matthew Stafford. End of discussion.
Agreed.
I understand, though. I will say this, actually, I don't want to completely shut it down because what I've heard is that they want the 3rd overall pick from the Giants. If they pull that off, that's a future pick, and who the hell knows who they could draft at quarterback. I really like Jackson Dart. I'm an advocate for Jackson Dart to the Rams. I don't know how realistic that is, but I wouldn't hate that. But I would still rather go Matthew Stafford. So let's not.
Don't hate it. Don't love it. How old is Stafford? 36?
37? Maybe older. I'm going to Google it.
Really? Oof. Jesus Christ. I got to get off Twitter. Good Lord.
He's 37.
Okay. So,
someone apparently also just pointed, this is a good tweet that I just read, that all of this talk of the Giants wanting Stafford could just be smoke because nobody had it on their bingo card that the Giants wanted Malik Neighbors. Remember the draft last year? Like, nobody was talking about how Malik Neighbors was on their radar.
Yeah. The Giants are just a mess at this point.
Yeah, the Rams just need to not cave.
You know what's a perfect meme for this situation, Jack? For all the fans that want Stafford traded to the Giants?
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
Right. That meme is justified. Also,
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
And
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Yeah. It's a problem. You don't need that, Jack. Are you muted? No, you're not.
No, I'm not muted. I'm like, I'm smiling because I saw something funny on on Twitter.
Oh no!
Somebody in the crowd at AEW had a sign that said, "At least AEW doesn't have an untalented hack saying yeet." First of all, wrong.
Yes.
Second of all, the sign spells the word "doesn't" wrong, and that kind of tells you all you need to know about that.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Yep. Thanks, AEW.
I think we should end the program on that.
I think so.
Fucking unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Time to BS. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, follow Jack's Twitter at Starblade125.
Tweet,
hey, look.
Tweet from you, Stadium. Tweet from you, Stadium. Just now.
Breaking news?
There's like
breaking news?
No, not necessarily breaking news, but Adam Schefter was on a show where he said that the Rams want to re-sign Stafford, and Stafford, quote, would like to be back in LA.
Breaking news. This
is not.
It gives me excuse to use that sound, okay?
Yeah, this is not. Nobody made a move just yet, but that tweet literally just came out and basically said that the Rams, the mutual interest is there. It just comes down to hammering out a deal. So pay Matthew Stafford. That's all. Yeah. Continue your outro.
Brain. Anyway.
Oh yeah. No, I forgot. I was gonna bring this up too. Sorry, I'm stupid. Happy 3-year anniversary to the Rams Super Bowl 56 win.
Hey. Where is it? Where is that fucking sound?
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
It's been 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years.
Jesus.
I still remember. I was in this corner of my room because I was sick, so I had to be near a bathroom. I won't go into more detail than that, but I was like, my desk was a lot smaller. I was like facing this way and like backed up here. My desk was in front of me. I had the single monitor, the one monitor in the middle. I think it was this monitor to my left, actually. And it was, and I was like just jumping up and like screaming, like when they got the last sack, like freaking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was the most nervous I've been like ever until the World Series.
Oh yeah.
Even the World Series, I was a little bit nervous. Like, just championship stuff is always nerve wracking.
Of course,
that's how sports are. So
sports.
If you're not feeling the nerves, you don't care.
Sports stuff.
Spots.
Anyway, go follow us on Twitter at Starblade125, at Staniel Smooth, at Time to BS Podcast. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe for more content like this and for clips of the show. Go to your YouTube page and our TikTok page for clips and stuff. Also, Instagram has clips too, because I figured that out. Yay. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Staniel Smooth. Jack's coming to you from the sunny state of California. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. And we will see you all in this life, and most certainly the next one. Cheers.
Later.